Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night everyone. Well, it depends on when you are watching this video. My name is M. Faisa Fem Fadila. You can call me Faisa. Today, I want to share a story of a group that didn't just make music, they changed the way the whole world listened to it. They are the Beatles. The Beatles began in Liverpool with John Lennon forming the Quarrymen in 56, joined by Paul McCartney in 57, George Harrison in 58, and Stuart Sutcliffe too. But Stuart didn't last long, and they added drummer Pete Best in 60. The band changed its name multiple times, including Silver Beatles, before settling on the Beatles. They start play, playing in small clubs in Liverpool and later in Hamburg, Germany, where they performed for hours every night. After a stint in Hamburg, the lineup solidified with Ringo Starr on drum, replacing Pete Best in a 62, and the band signed with EMI in the same year. In 63, they released their first album, Please Please Me. It was recorded in just one day and full of young energy. Songs like I Saw Her Standing There made people dance and smile. And soon come the second album with the Beatles. Still full of rock and roll fun and rhythm and blues covers. And by the 64, everything changed. The third album, A Hard Day's Night, become a hit, and also it's a soundtrack for their first movie. All the songs were written by John and Paul, like Can't Buy Me Love and I Love Her. Fans everywhere went crazy, and people call it Beatlemania. When the Beatles performed at Sullivan Show, America, about 73 million people watched. That that was one of the biggest TV audience ever. Their next album, called Beatles for Sale, shot in a new side, more serious and tired from touring. Songs like I'm a Loser had a sad tone. Then then came Help in a 65, which mixed happy hits like Help and emotional songs like Yesterday, one of the most covered songs in history. Later that same year, they released Rubber Soul. Here's the music became deeper and more mature. They start using folk sounds and exploring love and life in a new way. George even played sitar, an Indian instrument, in a song called Norwegian Wood. And in 66 came Revolver. This album was a big experiment. They used backward guitar, tape loops, and even orchestras. Songs like Eleanor Rigby and Tomorrow Never Knows sounded completely new in that year. It was the start of psychedelic music. Then came their most famous album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Bands, in a 67. Many people call it the best album ever made. It felt like one big show, full of colorful sounds and creative ideas. The Beatles stopped touring and focused on the studio. They could now create music that couldn't even play live. In the same year, they released Magical Mystery Tour, a mix of dreamy songs like Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane. The songs captured the feeling of imagination and color in the 60s. In 68, came the White Album, but it officially called the Beatles. It was a double album with many different styles: rock, blues, folk, and even more strange sound art. Its members' personality really showed on this one. Next was Yellow Submarine in the 69, made for animated film. It was full of songs and playful spirit. Everyone knows Yellow Submarine. Then came Abbey Road also in the 69. It's a famous for the cover photo of the band walking across the street. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows that. This album has songs like Come Together and Here Comes the Sun and a beautiful medley that connect many short songs together. And their final album, Let It Be, came out in 70. It sounded simple again, back to their roots. The songs Let It Be became one of their most emotional and timeless songs. And after Let It Be, the Beatles broke up, but their music never died. Together, they sold more than 600 million records worldwide. They still hold the record of the most number one songs in the US charts. Their songs their song Yesterday has been covered by over 2000 artists. Each member went on a solo career, but the magic they made together was never repeated. Their music continues to inspire new generation, from rock bands to pop singers and even hip hop producers. They're old. It's more than 60 years later, but why they still matter? Well, the Beatles proved that music can be popular and creative at the same time. They showed that art could be fun, emotional, and full of imagination. They helped shape not just sound, but also fashion, film, and spirit of the 60s. So, when we talk about the Beatles today, we're not just remembering a famous band, we're celebrating four friends who changed music and the world forever. Well, I guess that's all I can tell about the Beatles. Thank you and have a great day.